The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning, DMV. Happy Sunday. We are ending Hollow Weekend out on a bit of a soggy note, but don't worry. Sunshine returns in that 7-day forecast with a cool down, so definitely keep it here. We'll talk more about that in just a bit.
We're bringing you the latest from the war in Palestine as rallies continue across the globe. Our Dave Laval was at one of those rallies and will break down the scene up ahead. And in Prince George's County, police have caught a suspect connected to a deadly shooting last December. We'll have the latest details on that. And we'll bring you some tips to keep yourself safe from financial predators hoping to take advantage of your student loans. What a beautiful morning out there. Good Sunday morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Shanika Grimshaw in for Tosin Fakile this morning. And we'll get to our top stories in just a few minutes. But first, Brittany, you know what? It's a beautiful morning. It is going to change. It's been like just a nice warm weekend. Perfect for the Commanders game, right?
Yeah, it was a beautiful start to Hollow Weekend. Now we are ending it out with some clouds and tracking some isolated showers. So if you are going to be heading to FedEx Field this morning to tailgate or even later on this afternoon, just bring a light jacket on hand. Those showers, they will be on the lighter side today, so not going to be a complete washout. And here's that storm system, the center of it already in Ohio. But notice we are seeing those showers work their way into the western portion of Pennsylvania, and zooming in and putting a pause on radar. Notice as you head further off into the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, Kaiser, as well as Cumberland, you guys are seeing those light showers begin to fall along I-81 there in Front Royal and Harrisonburg, Virginia. You guys are seeing a few light showers as well. This will slowly work its way into the DMV as we head into about that 9 o'clock hour, and then overall on and off again showers. That's what we're going to be dealing with as we head through your day today. So definitely keep it here. We'll break everything down for you guys using Futurecast coming up.
All right, Brittany, thank you. In the latest developments in the Israel-Hamas conflict, the Israeli military has escalated its airstrikes in Gaza. Now, these airstrikes landed near the largest hospital, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has called the 3-week-old conflict a fight for Israel's existence. And he says this is the second stage in the war, and he's determined to bring back the 229 hostages taken by Hamas. And in the district, local Palestinians continue to show their support for those caught in the war. They voiced their opinions around the nation's capital yesterday afternoon. Here's our Dave Laval. He's our DC News Now's Dave Laval, who attended the rally.
Things are a lot calmer here at Lafayette Square compared to earlier Saturday afternoon, as local Palestinians and their supporters gathered here to deliver a message throughout the streets of downtown D.C.
Free, free, Palestine! Free, free, Palestine!
A rally cry from thousands of Palestinians as they marched from Lafayette Square. The demonstrators then took their message to 17th Street Northwest.
I'm proud to be from Gaza.
This woman did not give us her name. She's been unable to talk to family back in the region.
No connection. There's no communication anymore. We can't hear anybody.
Israeli forces shut down communications in Gaza Friday and basically cut it off from the world. It's the latest escalation of force by Israeli troops as they signaled they're moving closer to an all-out invasion of Gaza and carry out their vow to crush Hamas terrorists. Diaz Fodi is among those condemning Israel's actions.
It's basic humanity, and the fact is that the Israeli government, the Israeli army, does not look at the Palestinian people as humans. It's the act of dehumanization, exactly what we saw with the Nazis. It's a Nazi agenda.
Demonstrators also object to continued U.S. support of Israel. A national march on Washington to free Palestine will take place next Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. at Freedom Plaza. At Lafayette Square, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, your time right now, 8:04. Ooh-rah! The 48th Annual Marine Corps Marathon is today in Arlington. 30,000 runners are expected, and there are a ton of road closures you need to know about if you plan to be in the area. This is a look at the entire marathon route to help people get to and from the race. Metro service is starting 2 hours early at 5 a.m. That's today. It'll be quite an undertaking again. At least 30,000 runners are expected again today, plus many more who will be lining up the streets to watch. And we're keeping you up to date with the newest information on the mass shooting that left 18 people dead in Lewiston, Maine. Reporter Sheena Lasciuto brings us a look at the scene in Lewiston following the discovery of the suspect's body.
For many, it is still surreal, a mass shooting and then a days-long search for a suspected murderer. And although that immediate threat is now clear, for the people of Lewiston, Maine, it does not change what happened.
It's tragic, absolutely tragic.
Souls mourning after a massacre in Maine still met with the sight of investigators at the businesses that are now crime scenes.
This place has been here forever. This is exactly one of those places where people come.
Days after a mass shooting, police continue collecting evidence at both the bowling alley and a bar where authorities say Robert Card killed 18 people and injured 13. The suspected shooter was found dead Friday night following a massive manhunt lasting just over 2 days.
Mr. Card was located deceased from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Maine State Police tactical team found the suspect's body inside of an unlocked trailer near an area police had already searched twice before, at a recycling facility where Card once worked. The manhunt ends about 20 minutes away from the sites of the two shootings, where memorials are starting to grow.
I'm called to give my life away.
And people are grieving. This man driving here from Ohio to lend an open ear.
When I arrive, the people are just ready. It's just amazing. I mean, I can't even get my tent up and they're honking because they just want to feel that they're not forgotten.
And that's especially true for the 18 victims and their forever impacts on Lewiston, Maine. And 3 of the 13 people injured remain in critical condition while authorities continue looking for a motive. Reporting in Lewiston, Maine, I'm Sheena Lasciuto.
All right, if you're heading down Florida Avenue in the district, watch your speed. A new speed camera is helping to curb a speeding problem, and leaders are hopeful it will keep drivers and pedestrians safe. The speed camera is on 600 Florida Avenue near the Howard Theater. Santiago Lacados, an advisory neighborhood commissioner, says it was installed a week ago. And on the social media platform X, he says he hopes the camera will help with what he calls really dangerous speeding in that area.
Need is for sort of road redesign that addresses some of those issues. The speed camera, I hope is the preceding sort of the precedent to something better.
There are also plans in the works to install an always stop sign at Berry and 8th Street in Northwest. And from health and wellness to early literacy in Prince George's County, that Memorial Library system focuses on lifelong learning. Our DC News Now's Tanaya Wright take a look at some of the programs being offered this fall in this week's Parenting Hacks.
Lifelong learning is very big part of our philosophy, and so that's from birth to childhood, teen years, and adulthood. We're with you every step of the way.
There are more than a dozen branches across the Prince George's County Memorial Library System. Andrea Castillo, communications specialist for the library system, says each location offers something unique for families.
For us at the library, early literacy is very important. Some of those critical connections, are forming, at very young ages.
Hatchlings is one of the programs the library system offers.
We're very big on building those early literacy practices and, getting a good foundation for the parents and for the kids.
It also offers the Books from Birth program.
It's part of Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. And so for children who live in Prince George's County, their parents or caregivers drivers can register with us and they'll get a free book in the mail until they turn 5.
Castillo says the library system also wants to help people focus on their health.
Now through November 13th, we are hosting a brand new series called Talk Health at the Greenbelt Branch Library on Mondays.
Castillo says the free program is a partnership between the library system and the University of Maryland School of Nursing. The nursing students offer things like free blood pressure screenings and even host lunchtime talks on topics including high cholesterol, diabetes, and vaccines.
Through that program, we are reaching into the community, meeting people where they are, and providing resources that are in need and helping promote health.
Now, these are just some of the family-friendly free programs the library system offers. For more information, make sure you visit our website, dcnewsnow.com. Tanaya Wright, DC News Now.
All right, and staying in Prince George's County, bus drivers are speaking out against the Board of Education. They claim the board contracted drivers to help with staffing issues. The union says that goes against the school system's agreement. They say the contracted workers are now expecting to be paid more.
Money that is being given out to contractors should be given to the staff to retain them, and it should be used to incentivize folks to come and want to work.
It's a violation of our negotiated agreement with PGCPS to come in and take work that's rightfully ours.
The superintendent says the school system is conducting an audit to help address issues within the transportation system. They say once the audit is completed, they will make the changes needed. And more than $6 million in grants will be awarded to learning centers in the district. Our Tanaya Wright again breaks down the details of how the grants will be spent.
DC's Office of the State Superintendent of Education says more than $6 million in grants will be awarded to learning centers in the area. These funds will be used to provide academic, social, and recreational activities for students. Now, it is expected to help nearly 7,000 students and about 2,500 adults. Some of the organizations receiving awards are After School All-Stars, DC Public Schools, the Latin American Youth Center, and Tutoring Cafe. Now, the grant builds on Mayor Bowser's commitment to out-of-school time programming. Bowser's investment also includes $17 million for after-school programs. Tanaya Wright, DC News Now.
All right, your time now, 8:12, and we are taking a look at radar right now, showing you the DMV over the past hour. We are starting to see those showers roll their way in, especially towards the eastern panhandle of West Virginia. So just kind of zooming in to show you where we are seeing those light showers fall. Romney, Route 220, Paw Paw in West Virginia, Hancock, you guys are also seeing those light showers. So stepping out the door in our western counties, just make sure you have the umbrella on hand. Then as you head over to Route 66, there in Allegheny County, you guys are also seeing those showers. Now, this batch of showers will begin to work its way into the metro area as we head into the second half of your morning, providing with light showers and on and off again showers. That will be the trend as we head through your day today. And then we are tracking a cool down in that 7 days. So definitely keep it here. We'll talk more about that in just a bit.